morning, Earthlings. Welcome to Lake Poopagoopee. It's a resort of sorts. And this show is about if you don't like your environment, change your attitude or change your environment. I've been a busy beaver lately. What do you mean? Well, this was a pond that went all over the ground, and I'm turning it into a lake. But while I'm out here, I'm thinking about the first time I saw this. I saw it and I thought, ooh. So, this is what I did.
Panels right there, and we can get you a plug.
Hey, Sheriff. And another option he was talking about was right now there's a couple of really big round bales of hay back there you can see.
Yeah.
It's possible to stick your trailer all the way to the back where those round bales are. And then put the bales up front.
Okay, well, we're back on the Go Farm again. And they're going to put me back over here by all this water and mud. Am I okay with water and mud? Oh. No, that wasn't me complaining. It wasn't. I'm in the mud now again. Yay! I have mud. Oh, no, Dan, no. He didn't mean he was going to put me in there. No, I don't want to jeez. So I don't think God wanted me here for a while until I changed my attitude. So he didn't let me come here. I had to go to a hotel for 2 months. Good morning, Earthlings. I'm in a hotel. And I'm homeless. And it was hard for me to say that. But what does a homeless feel like? What does it feel like? No wonder those people are on drugs. My head's just a mess. So let me try to explain to you what it feels like. I can't even explain it. Okay, being in a hotel is fun. I've been in hotels before, but I don't know, I want to cook dinner, and I can't. You know, I want to sew a button on my shirt, but I forgot the needle over there. Everything is in storage. It's very difficult. It's difficult. But what's actually happening in my head is like all my brain cells just turned to mush, and I feel like I'm swimming through Jell-O. And I'm not even just swimming through it. I'm just like, well, I'm just waiting. I'm wondering where I'm going if I had somewhere. You know what I mean? These feelings are just so intense. Went over to the place and John was still sitting there. I'm here with John. He's one of my neighbors here on the compound.
Hi.
He doesn't really want to leave.
No, he'd rather stay where he is.
He didn't even go to the hotel. He couldn't even leave. He was just so traumatized. I think that's what the word is. I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized. When I realized that I had to leave and take a suitcase to the hotel, I had to leave everything there. And now I have to go back and take all my belongings and put them someplace else. Now, God has my back. And He's actually showed me where I'm going. But He's letting me go through this a little bit more trauma so that I can understand what it's like for other people to be homeless. See, for me, if I had just put myself right underneath God's wings in the first place, I'd say, fine, thanks, I'm going over to Marsha's. That's where I'm going. But for some reason, seeing John, it seemed like my whole life just went boom. And I didn't really realize that these people on the commune were kind of like a family to me. I know I stayed in the back and I didn't really have much to do with them, and they had barbecues and stuff, and sometimes I joined them, but they were a family, and I'm gonna miss them. And my life has to change and go forward. Now, for a minute there, I thought I would rent a house. Well, oh boy, I'll get what I really want. I get a house in Machias, and then John and all these people can go live there. And then my head just became a frizzled mess. I went outside and I sat in Hildegard and I prayed, and I felt like God said, they don't need you in Machias. They need you at Marcia's farm. And now you can see why. This franticness of homelessness, of where am I going to go? Look, my ministry is cleaning up trailers so that other people can have a home. And Marcia's got trailers. And so there's no question. There's no question I'm going to Marcia's to clean up the trailers so people, but then thinking, oh, that's easy. I'll just go there then. Just go there and do that. But there's this dark force that says, no, you're confused. You're lost. You're homeless and lost. I just have to I don't even know. I don't even know. That's how it feels. That's how it feels right there. You can't find things. It's all new. Where am I going is the hardest part. I don't know if you know how hard it is to find a place to live if you're not in a traumatic state. But it's hard. It's hard. I was doing it, but didn't realize I don't have to do that. I don't have to look for a place to live. I have Marcia. That's fine. But I'm just... Anyway. Oh boy. So when I left there, I put all my plants in the bathroom. I put everything kind of inside, so all we have to do is hook it up and go. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, so I was thinking I could just take my tent and just put it over there with the rest of those people. What do you think? They have drugs over there. That's how that happens. Desperation leads you to just completely wimp out, and pretty soon you just can't move. You just can't move. I can feel a darkness here, a dark feeling of desperation. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual thing that everybody feels, but we don't know it. We don't know this. You would never know that people feel this way unless I were to tell you. Desperate. Dark. I'm not laughing. I'm thinking, wow. Holy cow. I went to the hotel for 2 months, and by the time my 2 months was over, I was glad to have a dirt pile like this right out my window. At least I'd have my home, and at least I had my window. I was going to turn it into the most beautiful lakefront resort property for flamingos they've ever had, ever. Howard says we need a dock. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm turning it into Lake Poopagoopee, and we're happy with our little resort, our trailers right on lakefront property, and I'm thanking God, finally. I'm saying, God, I didn't like the situation that you were putting me in, so you took me out, put me in a different situation. I didn't like that. So when you put me back in this situation, my heart was changed, and I decided I'm going to do something about my environment. So that's what I'm doing. Howard and I are working on doing a lake here, and we like it. Don't we, Howard? Oh, yeah. Speaking of duck. Take a delicious slosh. take a wonderfully delicious slosh in our newly made Anybody in for a swim? Wow! Oh, okay. Welcome to Lake Poopagoopee, a splendid resort for flamingos and their homeless friends, and any duck with no legs or octopi that are confined to the plywood. Anyway, we hope that you enjoy it here at Lake Poopagoopee. And I hope that you can turn your situation into something funny or something cute and use your creativity. Oh, yeah. Anyway, until later, that was my story. Sticking to it, and I'm happy finally on the goat farm. Whatever situation I have, if I just pray about it, I just really have to just put it in God's hands. He'll deal with it. He'll deal with me. And when we're done, even though I have the same situation as I had before, I can see it differently now. Until later, I hope you find your yeah that way. I'm going to work on the goat farm. Boo. Bye-bye. He believes the whole thing. Howard's not very smart. Right? He really believes that he's at a lake. He does believe that he's at the lake side resort. Who's going to tell him any different?